What is good? Osiris here, stuck in the middle. Thank you for joining. Joe Biden thanked a Coast Guard rescue swimmer for risking his life in the aftermath of Hurricane Ian to save people in Florida. And here's what he did. He said, I told him how proud of him I was and thanked him for all the hard work he and his coasties are doing to save lives. Biden said of his call to aviation survival technician second class Zach Loesch. And thank you, Zach Loesch, for your service and risking your life. Despite Biden thanking Loesch for saving people's lives, wait for it, Loesch is due to be kicked out from the Coast Guard in 30 to 60 days due to Joe Biden's own mandate that all members of the United States Armed Forces get that thing we told you to get. That if you don't take the drug that we told you to take, then we're going to fire you. They probably should have vetted that one out first. Because you thank someone that you're firing for not doing what you told them to do in what is literally a fascistic move. The government pays Big Pharma. Pharma is in bed with the government. They are in cahoots. Business and government together forcing an action on a federal employee who risks his life. Literally fascism, at least in that realm right there. The White House press release said he thanked Loesch and Lieutenant Commander Christopher Hooper for the heroic work that they did and their Coast Guard colleagues have performed during their search and rescue operations in response to Hurricane Ian. The president thanked them for saving lives and asked for a report on the work that continues to rescue Floridians. He also asked if they needed any additional support. Pause. Yeah, we do, bruh. That he can provide to accelerate successful rescues. They indicated that they have gotten what they need to execute their vital mission, it said. Oh, did they really? Despite Biden thanking him for saving people's lives, he's going to get that boot in his ass in about 30 to 60 days because of the mandate. So Loesch submitted a request for a religious accommodation. Remember when we used to acknowledge those? I don't know. Maybe the Constitution could help you out if you don't know why. But it was denied, as well as an appeal for it was denied. We're living life like it's big tech. The government is just big tech. Like, oh, you got that strike. Oh, let me appeal. Who do I appeal to? The same people who gave me the denial. If I had asked any of the people I saved yesterday, this is from Loesch, if they wanted to come with me, even though that I didn't get that drug that the government partnered up with Big Pharma, that goes back to Trump as well. I'm not letting him off the hook either. Every single one of them would have said yes. So he would have said, he was saying, well, if you would have asked them if they had concerns, they would have been fine with me rescuing them. Yeah, like just, yeah, we know. And Loesch is like, in my opinion, it's like he has to say the obvious. Loesch personally pulled out a disabled woman and her husband who were trapped in their back bedroom with a couch jammed in the doorway. He kicked through a wall in order to free them. This is like some superhero type stuff. Once they were freed, he went back to retrieve her wheelchair, securing it to his own body as he was hoisted up by a Coast Guard helicopter. Loesch also rescued several dogs and cats. Loesch said he did not want to bring up his pending discharge to Biden. All that in his head and his mind, and the respect. You see, the benevolence of good people are why we are here. I was talking about this, believe it or not, in regards to a comic book I was reading. This is the Isom one, and the hero has powers and didn't really use them while he was being disrespected. And I said, I have that battle too in life. When do you step up for yourself? When do you say this is enough? And respectfully, or maybe disrespectfully, but for me, respectfully say, here's where I'm at, sir. And when do you go to the, well, if you're going to do that to me, then maybe I don't call you sir. Maybe I don't call you Mr. President anymore because you're not really a president to me. You're just Brandon. That's what I'll call you, bruh. I'll holler at you another time, Brandon. So that's where I'm looking at it. And he took the high road. He said he did not want to bring up his pending discharge, who was essentially his commander in chief, and ruin the call. I'll paraphrase. He said, "It just sucks that he thanked me, yet he's still kicking me out. I just love my job and I'm really good at it. It sucks. I feel like this is the job that I was born to do." And here's a picture of him. Young man, there comes a time where you have to respectfully put your foot down, and that time will never be too late. It's not too late now. After you're discharged, potentially, it's not too late to respectfully get a voice for yourself, or however that works or looks for you, to say what you've done is inexcusable, and I will use every might to politically fight against you and your ideology and anyone who believes this is the right thing to do. This is a learning opportunity. This type of idea is why I love this country, is that you can get pushed down, beat up. Happened to slaves. It happened to all different types of groups in our country. 9/11 responders teamed up with Jon Stewart, and they pushed, whether you agree with that or not, they pushed to make it happen. And we can do the same thing here. We better do the same thing here. Let me know what you think.